Spanning from Modesto to Bakersfield, the San Joaquin Valley has some of the highest concentrations of air pollution in the country, topping national lists for both worst ozone and fine particulate pollution. With this comes a very long list of related health, economic, socioeconomic, and environmental impacts.
We have so much pollution in our valley. All of us, within all of the age groups, have different health problems, and the air quality makes those health problems worse.
The Central Valley Air Quality Coalition has been a leader in the regional clean air movement since 2003 and acknowledges that important progress has been made. However, CVAQ continues to press for healthy air, especially in communities that are more burdened by poor air quality.
We're going out to educate our local decision makers about the first environmental justice maps and then resources that are out there for communities designated as environmental justice communities.
These communities are now commonly called environmental justice communities. Various funding streams exist to help communities that are disproportionately impacted by environmental hazards such as poor air quality. CVAQ aims to ensure that environmental justice communities are recognized and receive their fair share of these funds.
Well, hopefully our local decision makers will become aware of the fact that these environmental justice maps are designating communities in their own districts, so that they can go out and seek those funds that are out there to make things better for the residents.
Well, we've been pushing cumulative impacts, so our goal is for government agencies to take in consideration that when it comes to permits such as expansions of hazardous waste landfills, there's a lot of things surrounding one community. It's not just one thing they should be looking into.
Compared to the rest of the state, the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District currently identifies almost the entire region as environmental justice and underserved. While we agree that this region as a whole is in need of attention and resources, there are specific communities within the region that experience greater disadvantage and deserve greater action.
If we can pinpoint and we can show which communities are being exposed to more pollution, then we can get more resources to those communities to improve the air quality and to improve the health of children and adults.
How can we address the needs of the most impacted communities if environmental justice funds are used broadly across the region? With the way the Air District has identified environmental justice, it is likely that vulnerability hotspots such as Kettleman City, West Fresno, Woodlake, Lamont, Southwest Modesto, Delano, and Arvin will be left out. The purpose of the environmental screening maps are as follows: to identify communities that are facing a disproportionate amount of pollution, to study the effects of cumulative health impacts on overburdened communities, to compete for grant funds for projects that can assist business owners and individuals in upgrading their equipment to newer, less polluting models, to draw in grant funds for community groups that are addressing environmental justice issues at a local level, to help decision makers prioritize resources to target cleanup efforts and enforcement actions in the state's most disadvantaged communities. If funds can be used anywhere spanning the San Joaquin Valley, what assurance is there that the communities most in need will see any benefit? It is precisely this that necessitates the use of more specific maps.
Hope is to get the agencies that are utilize the map, but then also community members to know that that tool exists, but that there is an issue with air, and so that they get more involved in the civic process for that, if it has to be local, region, or even state.
The tools are out there and accessible to make even greater leaps and bounds for the severely impacted communities in our valley. The responsibility lies with the decision makers, and there is still a lot of work to do. CVAQ's job is to educate them. In the San Joaquin Valley, we are still trying to find the right balance between business-friendly and health-protective policies. CVAQ believes it is possible to have both a clean environment and a thriving economy in our valley. For more information about making a difference in your community, visit us on the web at www.calcleanair.org.